Well, hello, hello. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to this very wet Tuesday evening stream. It's nice and cozy in the studio, though. We've got the wood burner on, and we'll be working on this tune today. Sounds seem to be duplicated. Damn it, that happened last time as well. Yeah, it definitely was duplicated. Okay, that's about as far as I've got. Cool. So far, I have been working in between last session and this session, I've been working in a separate project. So what I did is I bounced the entire thing out, just bounced the master out, loaded it into a new project and made a bunch of new sounds, just so I can take a fair bit of processing power out of this project, because with the master project for any tune, it can snowball out of control. You can end up with hundreds of tracks. So just popping open a new project, working within that for a bit, making some sounds and then bouncing those sounds back out, popping them back into the main project. That's kind of a pretty common workflow that I use. So everything here at the bottom is all new sounds. There's quite a varied bit of stuff, from the new melody, impacts, melody, intro stuff, to like a bunch of new kind of tech stuff for this first section. Yeah, cool. So a bunch of new sounds. I've just put them back into the main project. There's a bunch of stuff I want to work on today. First off, this first section sounded pretty good synth-wise now. It's got a nice flow to it. But what is also true of this first section is that the drum pattern, the drum and bass pattern, is just a loop. So it's this kind of 4-bar loop or something. So it just goes round and round doing the same thing. And what I'd like to do is make that a bit more varied. So I'd like to go in and edit the drums and the bass around the synths that we've got in there now, because they kind of make this little flow, but we can accentuate some of the little moments by thinking about the drums and bass a little bit more. So we're just going to go through it, and when I feel that there's something more that could be done, some little variations, some little like mini edits that could be done with the drums and the bass, I'm just going to go in and go ahead and do that. I think to start with, we'll just let it roll. Then maybe after this little mini break here, I think here we'll start editing. I think we could do something with the bass, because you notice there's like little rolling rhythm in the synth there. We could potentially mirror that in the bass. Oh, there's already a double kick drum, which is good. So what we can do is give it some dugga. Dane wants to see my kick processing. Here we go. There's my kick. Nice smooth curve. The amp, here's the amp settings. I did very, very carefully dial in the transient on this, and yeah, so got the kick, got the click on as well. And then for the EQ, that entire thing was off screen for you guys. I'll just drag it on screen. Need to remember to do this. Here is my kick processing. Nice smooth downwards curve. And we've got the click in here, over here. And in the amp, what I was talking about before is right at the beginning here, very carefully dialed in. And then here is my Pro Cube. Maybe a little bit more complicated than it needs to be, but it works. These two down here are turned off. This here turned off. But I've got it boosted around about, well, on the E, around 82 hertz. I've got a little duck out around 110 on the A, which is the root note, but it's not the fundamental. It's the second one. The fundamental of the bass is on the A 55 hertz. The first harmonic of the bass, I've ducked out the kick there a little bit. Boosted the kick around 200 just to give it a bit of like mid-range thwack, and then boosted the highs just to give it that nice clicky transient. So yeah, that's the processing on that. So what I thought about with this is to potentially give this a little just dugger on this last bit, because the synth do a little dugger as well, don't they? A nice old psytrance dugger. I do actually have some dugger in here somewhere. Maybe I can copy it. Should be a bit quicker than having to dial it in every time. There it is. There we go. Just kind of mirrors it a little bit, and it's very minor, but these like minor mini edits just make all the difference, I find. And maybe we can do a little bit of extra with the kick here. Just to just change things up a little bit. Good evening, Charlie. That one clashes with the snare. Should have seen that one coming. And also, I'm wondering about swapping these around. So in the original loop, these two kicks were there, so I'm going to move them there and move the bass back to where those were, just to, again, add a bit of variation. To like here. Yeah, so here as well, you hear there's this like kind of like wow 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 thing in the synth. What I'd quite like to do is do something kind of similar in the bass, maybe like a little woo 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 to kind of mirror it. We'll see if that makes sense to you in a sec. Cool. So I want to do some pitch bend on this. I've got the pitch bend set to 1 octave, so I can just like chuck it all the way up and know that it will start on the root note. Also maybe get rid of that kick. And maybe even cut out some of the hi-hats. this. And again, maybe take some of the hats out here just to accentuate that that drop. There's these hi-hats as well. Damn it. I knew they were somewhere. Probably want to put these below the snare so I don't get confused again. I was getting confused because they were above the snare, whereas all the others were below. So I was just a bit like, what's going on here? And now we can do extra, what we were doing before, but just a bit more. Yes, nice. We can do something here. Just here. Yeah, okay. And what I want to do is I think I want to filter these. I've got a vision. I can hear a vision counterproductively. And hopefully I'll be able to get it right so that you guys can hear it as well. The PML samples are indeed fantastic. Yeah. To be honest, it's only really recently that I've kind of delved into them a lot. Yeah, just here. We can do some good stuff here. Maybe it needs like a little splash symbol or something there. You know, like the splash symbol's like a crash, but not quite as long, like a little bit shorter crash. I'll show you what I mean. So going to the samples, get the Future Phonic up. Oh, do we want to even do that? Because the PML samples will have a separate folder for splashes, I think. Claps, effects, yeah. Hats, kicks, toms. What I want is splash. I have no specific splash samples. That is annoying. Okay, go back into the Future Phonic ones. They might have what I'm after a bit more. So I'm after a splash is a 8 to 12 inch diameter crash. A crash is 14 inch upwards. Interesting information. I didn't know there was a actual cutoff point, an official cutoff point for where a splash becomes a crash. I just thought it was how it sounded, you know. Crashers, open hats, shakers. See, have a look at the crashes. Try and find a nice little short one. Something like that. So use this, but then shorten it. Yeah, it's 14 inches. Way too much for me right now. You are correct, Dane. Then we'll send this to a little bit of a reverb. That just turns it back into a crash. That's not what I really wanted to do. Maybe turn it down. Not quite working as intended. Sometimes it takes a little teasing out. Sometimes things don't work just immediately. And it takes a bit of time. And that's fine. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to work a bit nicer. Hang on a sec. That's the same crash that I've used in the other part. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted like a completely separate crash. So let's get rid of that. Too samey as the one that I already used. Let's go for that one. Pretty short, but that's cool. That's kind of what I'm after. Just change the pitch. Good idea. Oh yeah. Turn them both down a bit though. That might be enough. Listen to the whole section, see how it flows. Maybe that's enough edits for now anyway. Sometimes, again, this is the kind of thing, I think I thought about this last session, is that sometimes the writing of the section, well, almost always, doesn't come together in a single session. It takes multiple sessions because you come back to it next time with fresh ears. You hear what's right, you hear what's wrong. So let's listen to this through once more and then we'll move on to the next thing, I think. Unless I hear anything particularly that I want to do. Sounding pretty nice though. could be something more happening in here though. Still, I think. Can't quite hear it yet though. Come back to it next time. This middle section has got a lot of nice sounds in it. It needs a lot of tidying up, but that will come later. Because I find that these kind of breakdowns are one of the hardest sections of the track to write. So like when I'm bouncing out sounds, when I'm making sounds, I always make sure to extend the sound that I'm making over the breakdown a bit. So that when you come to do the breakdown, you've got things to play with, you know, you've got some sounds in there. It's not just empty space, which is really scary to start writing in. You've got something down there already that you can play off of. You've got a starting point. But I'm not going to dive into this breakdown too much now. So what I've got in this second section, which is sounding really nice, to be honest. Is this melody, which I've copied from the intro. I've like altered it a bit. I've altered the automation a bit. And it sounded pretty nice. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with this melody. I think it sounds pretty nice. It fills the space quite well. It's kind of eerie. It's got a vibe to it. And it's got some good movement. I think I will have to add some extra. I might layer up that same melody with some other synths. Might do some like glitchy edits here and there. This tune is sounding lush. Thank you very much, Charlie. I think it is as well. Yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. But one thing that I left in, that when I bounced it, it was left in the bounce, unedited and unpolished, is this clock ticking sound, which I'm really into. And I just want to put this in its proper place. So when the melody ends, I want this to come in on the offbeat, I think. Nice line. Have I got diva? No, I don't think I've got diva. Is that something for writing melodies? So we know that clocks tick at 60 BPM. 60 BPM is 1 beat per second. Our current tempo is 62 BPM. So what I want to do is set the BPM of this sample to 60 and have it warped, so it will warp it from 60 to 62. Diva would be great. Well, is Diva a synth there, Dame? Analog synth. Cool. Maybe I should think about getting that. Right, clock. Let's add an EQ on this, make sure we don't have any kind of sub-frequencies coming through. I did have to put the microphone extremely close to the clock. I've got all this. I'll get rid of that. I might detune it just a little bit. You've both got it. Is it expensive? This Diva. Sounds like it should be with a name like Diva. Let's get a bit of a compression on this. Maybe in a bit of saturator. We want a good bit of attack on this, I think. So I don't know if you guys can hear it, but some of these sound really nicely in tune and work with the track. Other ones are just slightly off, so I'm just going to go and edit out the ones which to me sound a little bit slightly off. It's not necessarily that they're in tune. I guess they are. It is in tune, but it's not really a tonal sound. So it's just the combination of frequencies. You know, you just got to use your ear. Does each hit sound good or does it not? Don't like that one. That one is bad. That one is bad. Cool, so we've got some gaps here we need to fill. Easily done. Just take some random ones of these, copy them across. I believe I used Reactor. Unsurprisingly, I used Razor for that line, which I do also really like. I find that I get a lot more warmth from Razor than I do from like Vital, like additive synth. I find I get a lot more warmth from additive synths such as Razor than from subtractive synths such as Serum and Vital. Cool, so that should all be working pretty well. Let's take it back to the beginning of the phrase. So it starts when the melody ends, and which should be here. Needs repeating. Ad infinitum. Well, until the end of the drums, I guess, which is not too far off. Yeah, there we go. Monarch in Reactor is also good for analog bass drum. Alright, cool. I've got some analog synths kicking around somewhere that I've just hardly ever used. When I say analog synths, I mean virtual analog synths. Although I do have Steven's analog synth that he bought and never got sent to America in the loft still. So I could crack that out with his permission, maybe. So, right, next job for this is, so this melody kind of is the main feature of this second half, and it runs for 3 of these 6 8-bar sections. The remaining 3, I'm thinking about, I might have to make some new sounds for, but for the meantime, what I'd quite like to do is grab some of these tech parts off the first half. Because we've got 3 parts, if we just kind of like use them in different combinations, they should produce different results. So I'm just going to try that. Is that the right spot? No, it's to start at 81. So if I grabbed like from this kind of section, the first text section, what happens if I grab like something like this, and then maybe grab the beginning of this, and see how these work. Not too sure about this first bit. Okay, so another thing we need is a crash in this section, very essential. So this is not particularly good so far. I'm just going to move this here because it feels like this kind of section right here, right after the drop, needs like stuff. It needs stuff to happen. Okay, it's kind of like some of the bits sound fine, I guess. I think probably what I want to do is, I was hoping that would just be great, and it wasn't. So I now have to rethink the strategy for approaching this last section, and I think it's going to be just make some new sounds, you know, rather than trying to copy and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all these. I'm going to bounce the whole track out. I'm going to open a brand new project file, and then I'm going to load up some synths and start messing around with stuff. Cool. So give it a good save first. We'll bounce it out. Come on, computer. So it's really thinking about it. Come on, all I'm trying to do is bounce. Get rid of that. All right, well, Task Manager has crashed. Good job I saved because live has crashed just as I was trying to export. Oh well. One sec, guys. I'll get live up and running as soon as I can. Guys, I think it's sweet time, isn't it? It doesn't really want to open it. Listen to some tunes while we're waiting. Let's try and get a unreleased Altera tune up. Oh, here we go. Live's back up. Happy days. And on we go. So I just wanted to bounce out, didn't I? Don't need the Altera tune anymore. Yeah, very good job. I remembered to hit save. Otherwise I would have lost all the work that we've done so far. If in doubt, should be reflexive, Control S, ideally. Shouldn't even have to think about it. Right, okay. So we are going to export. Hey, there we go. Bounce it out as test 2. We've already got a test 1. This is just my weird naming conventions. I think I adopted it from Dane originally because he used to do test 1, 2, 3, etc. Cool, yeah. While we're waiting for this, let's listen to a bit of Altera. Oh, you won't be able to hear that because So you're saying it should be much louder. So what, are you saying the music is too quiet in comparison to my voice? Because if so, remedy. you reckon I could turn the whole thing up? The problem is that it's unmastered and I don't think it's the clip. And streams I have found generally are quieter than other things. Yeah, this is a mastered track. That's why it's nice and loud. The music I'm making is currently unmastered. So that's the point of mastering, you know? It brings it up to volume, to a professional volume, which this track is at. Whereas unmastered can never be that loud. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back into this. I want to be bringing up that bounce that I just bounced, which is in my Ableton projects folder. Cool, here we go. Right. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. Get with it, Rory. Right, there we go. So look, even as well, this is not produced at a quiet volume. You know, this is a decent volume in the DAW in Ableton, but it's not mastered, which means it's always going to be quieter. I'm just going to have a lower average volume than something that is mastered, and that's just how it is. Ain't nothing I can do about that. But what it does mean is that if I want to then play music, I need to get the levels right in comparison with the stream. I'm just trying to rejig my OBS layout so I can see everything. Right, desktop audio off. Cool, so I'm going to be working on the second half here. Somewhere around there. Let me load up a synth. I fancy messing around with some of the built-in synths, maybe. Let's have a look what we got. To be honest, I haven't even really looked at a lot of this since the big 12.1 update. What's Meld? It's this wavetable. Could not tell you. Let's try some presets, shall I? See what it does. Oh, I quite like that. See if we can manipulate that in interesting ways. Get ourselves an A. That's nice. Nice and warm. Oh yeah, so we can manipulate some of these quite easily to just give it like some nice movement. Eventually I want to put it through like a cool like effects chain or something, but just for now I want to try and make the basic waveform as like complex and as cool as it can possibly be. Which means randomizing it. A bunch randomize not just one but a bunch of parameters. that's kind of like got a nice bit of movement in it. I wonder about the pitch bend settings on this. If I can find them. Pitch. Detune. Yeah, there we go. I think this must be it. So let's go for 12. So where is the actual pitch on the oscillators? I'd like to automate the pitch of the oscillators, is what I'm thinking. But I'm not familiar with, do you know what, I'm just going to jib this off. Get a synth that I know how to use. No point in trying to do this when I can just do it pretty simply in another synth. Just go vital. Oh, I like this a lot. This waveform. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Then what I want to do is automate the pitch. There we go, got it there. Bring up an LFO from max. Oscillate the pitch. So what I wanted to do is have the maximum to be set to 0. So when it's at its highest rate, it's at the middle of the pitch exactly, which will be 50%. So it goes between 0 and 50. And if I do the offset up a little bit, that means it will just like linger on the topmost value, which will be 50%. So it will linger on the root note, and then it will bend down from there. Crunchy, very crunchy. Kind of like it though. Had another filter after that. You randomise that. Phase disperse. Randomise that one. Why the hell not? Go to the matrix, set it so it does more like that. hear it too well at the moment. Turn it up a bit. Oops, I had configure on. Oh well. It doesn't sound great, but I'm just looking for something that's like a primer for putting through effects chains, and I think it will be all right. What I want to do is EQ out all the sub. I want to make sure that I get this nice low mid range, so I don't want to cut out too much. I want to make sure I still have this kind of like 1 to 300 range, kind of, because it gives it that nice kind of like body to it. It gives it some weight. I don't want the sub. I'm thinking that maybe I might have too much distortion. I may have overdone it. Easily done. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, this is a lot more interesting, I think. It's got more substance to it. So that then when we... Ooh, stutter edit. I haven't used that in a while. Takes a little while to set up. Maybe it can be done though. So this is like it's like a multi-effects plugin, kind of glitchy plugin, but I can't load a bank for some reason. You play it with a keyboard, so every single note has got a different kind of preset on it. So you can play different notes, and it cycles through different presets. Very, very cool. But it's got like these banks, and it's been so long since I've used this that I can't remember. Maybe it's not even. Maybe it's like unsupported now and not working, which looks to be the case because I cannot open any banks. Okay, well that's a shame. Let's get a glitch too. I've used Infiltrator way too much in recent times. But a glitch 2, you know, it's just kind of a glitchy randomizer, which is cool, but it's not as fun as like designing patches in like Infiltrator or whatever, but we'll see how Still extremely cool though, so we'll go ahead and record some stuff in. Just set up the recording track. Then as it's recording, I'm going to be randomizing the glitch plugin so that I just like generate a bunch of silly sounds. So that kind of stuff is what I'll be doing. I thought I was recording then, silly me. Let's do it again, eh? cool bits. Not as good as the first one I did, but well. Let's try a different glitch effect with this same thing through. Glitch 2 is kind of a one-trick pony for me, really. I could go in and edit it, but I just don't really ever do that on Glitch 2. Let's try a bit of Infiltrator, eh? And we'll go straight for the spectral effects first, because I usually do it the other way around. What should I go for? Rotate? Kind of laser effect, pretty cool. Yeah, very cool. I could try a formant filter. Nope, not into it. Let's try... Very speed, maybe? Yeah, pretty cool. I really like those effects. So, gonna grab both of, what was it? It was that, and it was that. Got them both here. I can then get this LFO, map it to both of these. Mostly. Very cool sounds, actually. I think what I might do is record these over the whole section, because I suspect they might be useful interlaced with the melody a little bit. But we'll see, eh? Some of those, eh? Need to roll off some of that top end. Enough of that nonsense. Let's try a different set of effects, such as the twist and the ring mode. not very good, is it? Let's try something else. This ring modulator, I think, is just being a bit crap. He needs a filter. He's like a low pass on this, I think. I'm also going to turn this off. These spectral effects are not really doing it for me. Let's try something else entirely. Okay, so we've got a few more effects controls here to LFO up. V resonant, yeah, I know. Sorry about that. I definitely need to roll off all the top end from that last sound I recorded. So that's sounding quite cool. Some interesting things in there going on, but I wonder if maybe this could be like a bandpass. Yeah, seems pretty good. Again, they're quite resonant though. What to do about that? I could put it through some drive. This sounds a bit crap, this one though. Just a little bit of subtle drive. So what is it? Effect 2. Parameter 1. Effect 2. It's going to be this one, isn't it? I don't want it to go all the way up to the top. I think it was a bit harsh. Still a bit resonant, isn't it? be advantageous. To be honest, I'm really struggling at the moment, guys, with inspiration. I think I made too much music during the day, and now my ears are a bit shot. And yeah, this is like bits and bobs, some usable bits, but not very much. I'll record it in. Well, that was all crap. I wonder about dropping it down an octave. See what happens if I do that. Hey, Charlie. It's all right. I was just saying I was kind of struggling a bit to feel the music this evening, to feel the excitement for music production. But I'll record it in anyway. Oh, one last thing. Add a bit of Hass effect to it. Some harsh bits in there, but some good bits as well. Better in the higher octave, only to use the sparse bits. Okay, I'll record some higher octave as well. To be honest, I think the waveform that I started with might not be the greatest. Oh, we'll see. I think after this, I just want to go into a really different kind of genre of sound. Oh, you've been struggling as well, have you, Charlie? Yeah, it's ebbs and flows, isn't it? It's the way of the creative. I mean, so far, I've been really loving jumping back into music, seeing as I've just not done it at all for an entire year. But yeah, this is the first session where I'm like, oh, this actually feels like hard work again. But I've been working on this tune all day. So that's probably why. You know, it's easy to burn yourself out. Okay, yeah, fine. What about if I put it back up the octave and then take off the unison? And, okay, I'm going to go for rhythmizer because I'm too sick of hearing this one note. I want it to do some more interesting stuff. Rhythmizer, fantastic MIDI plugin. Hugely recommended. It's just like rhythm and melody kind of generator. It's really nice. That means, because we're generating loads of notes really quickly, it means instead of randomizing it with a waveform, we can just have this kind of like note on random doing it instead. is what I used to generate the melody in the first half. I think we need another waveform. Cool. Okay, so that's sounding all right. Let's turn back on that infiltrator. See what it sounds like going through there. Not particularly good. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. That's sick. Yeah, that's really sick. Okay, I'm just going to record that in. It's fantastic. I love it. The vocoder, yeah, it sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? I haven't found that many uses for it so far. It sounds really good when it like goes down low as well, doesn't it? What is this? Effects 1. Yeah, it does indeed sound very sick. Yeah, I want to make something totally different. How many tracks have we got here so far? Oh, okay, we got quite a few. Maybe I'll just crack on with editing them a bit now so that I don't overface myself with too many audio tracks, which again is easy to do. This sounds sick, actually. Cool, some good bits in there, actually, more than I was expecting. Let's crack on with the next one. I'm actually just going to do this little second half. This first half I'll edit later on. Nice kind of like longer sounds which sound quite nice in this, which I like. Oh, contrasts it to the first section. I'll edit these two together first. So this one had it's got like this high resonant frequency, doesn't it? Could do with kind of getting rid of that. This thing here, I think, maybe needs a bit of a big reverb to make it sit proper. Like a realm. Almost had a not responding there. Let's go for a bits. To save that, to make sure that we don't have any crashing disasters. two are not really working very well on their own at the moment. I'm really hoping the other sounds are going to fill it out that we've got here. Yeah, didn't think this was very good. It's not very good. Hardly any good bits. Just get rid of that. I don't like it at all. Some of these bits are sick. So that sound was great. Let's see if we can make the other sounds. Bring it out a bit more, eh? Let's have everything in. Get rid of that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Wondering about sending this one to a big reverb. Sounds like PS1 music, but modern. Sipe Nation, how's it going? Not sure I've seen you here. Is it Sipe or Kipe? Not sure I've seen you here before. Oh, you're talking about the whole tune? Yeah, man, that's kind of our whole vibe. Kind of late 90s, early 2000s music, but like modern production standards. You've jumped in just as I'm editing this kind of pretty ridiculous sound, to be honest. But welcome. Maybe that could go there. Maybe offbeat. Let's try that. Just Sipe. Oh, welcome, dude. Are you into the psychedelic music? Undo that. Did not sound good. Okay, yeah, these are sounding really cool. I wonder, you know, like I was in the main project earlier and I copied across some of the sounds from the first half. I might now do that in this project and edit some of those first half sounds in with these new sounds from the second half. So let me just bring those up. There we go. Got some tech. You make D&B. Gives you sick intro vibes. Yeah, well, I mean, this is slower than even halftime at the moment. Oof. Cramp. Oh, cramp. Oh, Jesus. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Oh, that was quite intense. Common producer's problem. Cramp while producing. One of the most intense pains I've felt in my life, and I've had a lot of pain. Sciatica, ingrowing toenails, nearly cut my toe off, and yet cramp is some of the worst pain. And you make jungle type beats. Awesome. Yeah. Kind of like Amen Breaks stuff. Yeah, this is kind of like halftime vibes, I guess. Although if you were to go double time from this, you'd end up at 124 BPM, which is more of a breaks tempo than a D&B one, eh? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like stagger these a bit. So this first bar kind of works already, I think. So we'll get rid of that. What if that one went there instead? Quite different from the first half, isn't it? The first half is like super chill, and I would like this to be chill as well, but so I will need to strip it back eventually. So it's a case of cutting out sounds really to make everything that remains more impactful. A bit messy though, you know. As I was saying, he's just tied in. Get rid of that. This one sounds a bit, I don't know about the placement. I mean, it kind of works, but it's not like really cool. What's going on here? Ah, it's because we're in triplet mode. Get rid of that. Sounds a bit basic to me. Gonna get rid of that. Bit distorted for what I'm trying to go for here. Keep that. Get rid of this. And this thing, I wonder about putting it like here-ish. That bit was really nice. That was really nice indeed. This in combination with this might work really well. Again, this one could just be like here. Okay. It's fine, I guess. As I say, I've been struggling this evening to really feel the groove. I think I'm going to leave it there, to be honest. Let's have a little listen to the whole thing once through, and then we'll call it a day, eh? Because I'm pooped and could do with some rest. Catch you guys on Thursday for some Altera production action. Oh my god, Fallen Leaf, no way! You made it. Yeah, just as I was finishing though, no! Yeah, you just caught last week's stream as well, didn't you? To be honest, I've been struggling this evening, Fallen Leaf. I'm finishing a little bit early because I've just been making music all day and my brain's struggling to continue to do it at this point. But let me know, Fallen Leaf, on a Tuesday and a Thursday if you're going to be back around this time because I can start like half an hour later, so you can catch the last hour of it. Do you make music, Fallen Leaf? Do you release music? Have you got like a SoundCloud or something? Here on Thursday. Nice. Gap. Wow, amazing. Dude, your ears will still be trained. I find even if I have a big gap, my ears still remember the right balance of things, you know? Your ear training doesn't go away. What did you make before? Before your long gap? Grew up in Goa. Wow. Deep in the scene then, eh? You have the Psy music vibe in your soul. I've never been to Goa. Obviously, I hope to go one day. Bomb Shankar indeed. Okay, forgot to turn these off. Making for 2 years and just getting it back. Oh wow. Yeah, Cytron's incredibly technical. Yeah, we all chill out with age, don't we? To be honest, when I was at Magicana, I was chatting to a bunch of cider producers there. And there was a few people saying, "Oh, I just listen to folk these days." Yeah, for some people, even side dub isn't chilled out with it. Cool, that's the track. Sorry, Fallen Leaf, that you just caught it at the end. Yeah, let us know. Drop us a line on a Thursday or a Tuesday, Fallen Leaf, if you're gonna be here, but just towards the end, because I can just start a little bit later, and then you can get like a good amount of the stream live. Yeah, there's some real tasty stuff. This last section needs a lot of tidying still, but yeah, that kind of like searing vocoder sound is incredible. Reminds me a lot of like psilocybin and stuff like that, and bog trotter. But yeah, thanks guys for those that were here. Bit of a quiet one this evening, but it's all good. We had fun nonetheless, and I will catch you on Thursday. Thursday 6 p.m. is what I'm aiming for, indeed. You can make it in time. Awesome. Happy days. Thursday 6 p.m. Let's call it a date. GG, well played to you as well, Altera Project. And I will catch yous on Thursday.